Hello everyone, this is 13, that is short for Subject 13, and I'm here casting a game for the Chaparral High School Starcraft Club. So over here, spawning in the lower left, we have Daedric, also known as Trevor Worth. He's our blue Protoss, one of the few Protoss players. Protoss, I'm proud of it. That's me. And he's playing up against PikaChiu, this red Zerg. I think this was a ladder match. Now, Daedric is ranked mid-diamond. I'm trying to find out where to look up rankings online. If any of you could help me with that, I would really, really appreciate it. So, nothing much going on right now, just Daedric getting down his first pylon. Some nice early scouting. You know, I have a confession to make. I don't like scouting with overlords when I play Zerg. It's stupid. I waste a lot of time and money on it. Fortunately, I play Protoss when I ladder, so, yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Since you guys all raged about how many noobish casting mistakes I made, I'm not going to point at the screen, not going to drop the microphone. What is this? He's getting... Oh, never mind. That's just the extractor trick. So it looks like PikaChiu is going for a rush. This 10 pool here. But Daedric is going to spot this timing, right? And no, this is Daedric's vision. He doesn't see that spawning pool over here. So, Daedric might have a little bit of a problem with this. He didn't see this pool going down, so I don't know. He's getting out his gateway. This is pretty standard timing for a Protoss. I like to use this build when I play. Wall off here with gateway and cybernetics. Plug the hole with the zealot. That's the way I do it. So let's take a look at what's building right now. Whole bunch of Zerglings, one queen on the way. But Daedric is going to see this. All these lings coming after his probe. So he's going to start pumping zealots. Right? Yes, there's the zealot right here. There's the first one. Looking on Daedric down there. And these lings running all the way in. So instead of doing what normally happens and plugging the hole with the zealot, he's choosing to wall off with a pylon, which I think is a really, really good play on his part, because these lings are just coming in too fast. The zealot's not going to be done in time, especially since he's supply blocked. Oh, wait, no, never mind, it is done. Haha, silly me. So they're just going to start hacking away at that gateway, but his nice wall-in prevents the Zerglings from getting too much area on it, starting to mine off of his gas. Let's take a look at the income tab. Daedric is actually pretty well ahead on income for this. Little zealot got blocked in there. I don't know if that was what he meant to do or not. So these lings are just going to treat... But Daedric is contained in here. Start hacking down that pylon so he can get out. Look at this micro. This is like Husky's Hero Zone. Everybody seen that? No. Oh, there he goes. So he's still pumping these zealots. Zerg player taking his second expansion now. This is not a good situation for you to be in, as any race, really. This is honestly why I hate rushing. It's cheesy. It's annoying. More Zerglings on the way, it looks like. No Zerglings. A lot more drones. So he's going to decide to macro up. This is probably pretty standard. I haven't seen any sort of this rushing thing in anything besides my leagues, which are not very high, which is why I'm a caster, I guess. So Daedric's running the zealots over here. I think he's going to try and do some pressure, but this overlord is going to spot it. Right? Where's my camera? There it is. So he's starting to get some static defense, but these zealots are probably going to be able to take this out. This is not a good position for anyone to be in, especially Zerg, since zealots are just so awesome. They're slapping these drones, watching them pop. These Zerglings can't do a lot. This queen is starting to run now. Pikachu's starting to... It's not PikaChiu, it's PikaChiu, whatever. Doesn't matter, I want Trevor's team anyway. And this probe here, I don't know why he came along. He's gone. But now Daedric's taking his second expansion, but what is the army supply of this? Let me see. Daedric heavily favored in the army supply, slightly behind on workers, which versus a Zerg is not a good place to be. PikaChiu's had this expansion up, not really mining from it that much. He's had it up for a little while. This queen's just chilling. And I don't see any other tech structures. He's just now getting that metabolic boost. That's not the tab I wanted. That's the tab I want. And so he's going to try and poke in here, but there are just too many zealots. And I probably should have been watching the mini-map. You guys missed some action. Getting down to Forge, he's probably going to start throwing down some cannons. This is a good place to be in. I think this is funny. Wait, no, never mind. Sorry. Matt tried to make another joke and it failed. So, a lot more static defense. This is going to be pretty tough to deal with when you have only Zealots and Sentries, because that Guardian Shield only works with missile attacks. So more Lang is coming up to reinforce, but... Daedric is going to start tickling this Overlord to death. Those Sentries tickle beams don't do anything, but that Overlord is going to pop from laughter. Oh, tickle beams. Why are you so fail? And this Overlord is just parked out here. You see this? He's seen this expansion, so he knows Daedric is starting to macro up. And this is heavily favoring Daedric right now. All these Lings versus these oh wow, never mind. So if he can get those are some good force field placements. He's able to cut those Zerglings in half. But these spine crawlers are just giving him so much trouble right now. He's going to try rushing back out with these Lings. It's kind of back and forth. And these Zealots, of course, are so slow. I never understood that. I mean, the Zealots are like epic warrior monks that are trained to be awesome, right? I mean, why are they so slow? I mean, Marine should be slower, but these guys are slower. I don't know. I mean, that makes sense when Zerglings are fast. Anyway, back to the game, Matt. Concentrate. So he's going to try and poke in his front here, but this cannon is going to have some pretty good coverage of the ramp here. And when he sees that, he should back away. Right there it is. So Trevor's in a really good position right now. These sentries can force field off the ramp right here. And just a Roach Warren for the Zerg player. Just now getting his lair tech though. This is a pretty late timing, 10 minutes in. I mean, I normally see the lair tech around maybe the 4 or 5 minute mark. He's taking his third expansion though. When you're playing a Zerg, you always want to try and stay one base ahead, because in order to have enough resources to outmass your opponent, whether it be Terran, Protoss, or another Zerg, you got to have a better economy, which kind of goes true for everybody. But yeah, getting that 1 armor and these Templar archives now. I know that other game we casted didn't have voice on the second part, but James and I did go into some detail about High Templar and about Psionic Storms. The Psionic Storm is probably my favorite ability in the game. I love watching it being cast on these little Zerglings here, because they just all explode into a giant, gory splatter of awesomeness. Yes, I did say that. Yes, I sound like a dork. So the Spire going down for a Zerg player, and 2 more gateways, warping in some High Templar. Where is he warping those in? I should probably know this. Come on, 13. You're not that much of a noob. So instead of going for these storms, he's starting to morph them into Archons already. Archons, when you upgrade them enough, they can pretty much one-shot enormous groups of Zerglings like this. The Zerglings are just so squishy. Look at that, only 35 HP. And Archons do extra damage versus biological units. So even without any upgrades, you can one-shot a Zergling. Oh hey, James is on. So Trevor's macro is really awesome right now, making a whole bunch of Archons, but Mutalisks are on the way for the Zerg player. Archons are not quite as awesome against Mutalisks, because Mutalisks are just so blisteringly fast. I love them, they're perfect for popping workers, but that's just me. This is not especially good Overlord placement for PikaChiu. Okay, I'm just gonna call him that. I don't care what his name actually is. Whatever. But you want to have your Overlords pretty spread out. That way you don't lose 20 to 30 units of supply all at once. Does he have any roaches out? What tab is that? Dope. Yeah, guys, I'm a procaster. So, he's getting these upgrades for roaches, but he actually doesn't have any roaches on the field. Now, Trevor is a little bit behind in the worker count, and against 3 base Zerg, this is not what he wanted to do. What is this? Oh, he's moving out. He's going after that 3rd base. I think he should be able to, even a 4th base? Wow, this guy's pretty ballsy about this, but no, he's going to force field off the ramp to keep reinforcements coming in. This is a really good play here. This 3rd is going to go down. There is no other way about it. He's just ignoring the spine crawler. I just think this is hilarious. He's like, I don't mean to worry about the spine crawler. I'm just going to take down this 3rd expansion. What is this? There's one Mutalist. It's Hero Mutalist traversing across the map. Well, oh, wow. Yeah, I am pro. I missed that. Shoot. So it turns out while Trevor was doing this, Daedric had a lot of workers being popped over here. And I have to say, he probably did what I did, since he lost so many. I haven't known him to lose that many. So, check the units tab again. Yeah, this is not a good place to be in. This many roaches, I'd counter with Immortals, but look at these force fields. These roaches are trapped up against the hatchery. They can't get anywhere. That was actually really good force fields on Daedric's part. So these drones are just kind of chilling out over here. Don't know what they're doing. Is he getting this? Now he's getting his back. That's actually now his 3rd base. Technically, it would have been his 4th. He's going to replace this. This extractor just gushing blood out here. There's an engagement coming. These lings are going to try and attack, but no. Daedric reinforces with a couple more Archons. I'm surprised. He did get that Psionic Storm upgrade, but he hasn't been using any storms at all. Oh, so many Zealots dying. Pops a Guardian Shield. Now these roaches are just in the middle of everything. Wow, look at this. This is not a good place to be in. But these force fields are just so incredible. This one roach trapped inside a force field. I don't know how that happened. This cannon is just having a blast right there. And so he's going to try and chase down these few remaining Archons. That's pretty awesome. 2 Hero Archons. How many kills are on these guys? 6 and 5. 2 awesome Hero Archons. And this Overlord is still parked out here. Is he getting any vision off of that? That's the wrong button. He still sees this worker line. He sees these cannons. So he's going to take out this base again. But these roaches should be able to lock it down. Why is it lagging? Why are you lagging, computer? You are an awesome Asus gaming computer. I wish I had you, but you don't belong to me. You belong to my friend. So these drones are just dead. These roaches are going to try and focus down these Hero Archons. One goes down, the other one going down fairly quickly after that. Wow, this is, I'm going to say, this is really bad Overlord placement right here. Like a bunch of Archons could, what? Why is he's building a Nexus? A Ninja Expo of Ninja Expos here. All these roaches, though, I don't know how we can deal with this just with sentries and zealots. What is he making? What are you making, Trevor? Just that Nexus. 2 missile armor, 1 carapace going on for our Zerg player. This is not a good place to be in. This many roaches, I mean, if you don't have Immortals out on the field, you're going to have trouble countering all that. And look at these roaches. They're all so baller. Look at them. They're like, yeah, look at us dancing. Yeah, Mador. This one cannon will not be able to hold the ramp if these roaches decide to push. And 2 mutas just kind of hanging around. Feel awesome. Oh, by the way, yeah, I probably should introduce this map. This is Shakura's Plateau. I'm sorry, this is probably like the first game I've casted up by myself. Now the storm's going down, but these roaches are armored. But they are gonna retreat. These Mutalisks gonna try and pop this pylon. Back and forth. These force fields preventing the roaches from getting in. This one Nexus, this baller Nexus over here. What is that? That's suspended.